This is my first time actually filming a Silverado 5500 with a hauler bed on it. Now this truck is available for sale at Jerry Seiner Chevrolet here in Salt Lake City. Be sure to ask for Gary in commercial. I think that this is the perfect truck for so many different applications. And do you guys see right there? Air ride for the cab. Now this bed is through Monroe and I've never done a video on them, so we'll have to check it out. Dual fuel, as you guys can see. I'm going to show you guys some spec sheets and then I'll take you guys around the truck, and then we're going to take this for a quick drive, and I'm going to get it weighed today so you'll see how much payload you'll have with this setup. Be sure to pause it. I'm not going to go through every single thing because there's just too much, and as I said, most of the stuff is out of order, so I don't know what is optional, what is standard. But here's the other page. Has that Duramax, 350 horsepower. All right, let's take a look at the outside. So this is one of my favorite things about this truck. Ease of maintenance. If you want to change your headlight bulbs, turn signals, that'll take me like 2 minutes, literally. Now stepping up, you guys will see this is your 6.6 liter Duramax, 350 horsepower and 750 pound-feet of torque. Now, air compressor is right on the side. Not sure who the maker of this is. Am I missing it somewhere? Or just, there's no name. But yeah, you do have air ride for the cab. And the suspension looks to be a standard. You have your leaf packs on the front end, solid front axle. Four-wheel drive is already part of this. 19.5-inch wheels, Goodyear tires, and these are the G641 RSS. And it's the typical size you always see, 225/70, 19.5. And then almost 4,000 pounds of capacity for single, and then for dual, 3,750 at 110 PSI. Now this truck does have a true Allison transmission, so it's going to be the 6-speed, tow mirrors with your turn signals, chrome door handles, and this truck does have a key fob with a remote. Now here's a better look at your air ride suspension right there. It's kind of hard to see, but there is a mechanism also. Now this is going to be your battery setup, very easy to get to. They also give you steps on the side, which really make it easy to get inside. Now let me go ahead and open up all of your storage for this Monroe bed. So you have 3 compartments on each side, and they're pretty big actually. So there is a divider for the front one. Look how far back it goes. And they are all lockable as well too. And here's the other one, a little bit smaller. And it has that weather stripping too. And then the one in the rear, it's right here. Now on this side is where you're gonna fill up for your diesel. So you have 2 tanks, should be up to 65 gallons. And then check out your aluminum body here. They do provide a 7-pin for your conventional hitch. And here's all your specs. So max trailer weight is 25,000 pounds, and then 2,500 pound vertical weight. LED lights, and this has a backup camera. Let's go ahead and step up here. It is 100 degrees outside, and when you touch the bed, it's warm. It's actually a little hot, but it's not as hot as it would be if it was steel, especially black steel. Headache rack was a part of this package too. And they do provide some lights above. You do have some tie downs right here. And it looks like this, oh that's nice. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I'll show it to you guys on the other side. But it's on both sides, you can drop those down. And there is your 2 5/16 ball, 30,000 pound rating, and then this is 6,000 pound vertical weight. This is where you're gonna put your chains at. 7-pin plugs right there. Pretty nice. But yeah, you have tie downs. There's 2, 4, 5 on each side, 10 in total. Now on this side, you can't really see the mechanism, but you pull this way, and then this drops down like so. I guess if you're needing to put something on the bed on the side, this just makes it a little bit easier. I really like that. Never seen that before. Maybe I just don't pay attention. Now when you go to close it, you don't have to pull that lever again. Last thing I'm gonna show you guys on this side, this is where your DEF fill-up is. Not the greatest spot, but in some truck stops they do have DEF on both sides, so that would help in regards to that. So here is the interior. You have power windows, power door locks, keyless entry, vinyl flooring. And one good thing about this interior, although I'm a little bummed that Chevy has not upgraded this, you can get a larger screen for this truck because this is basically the infotainment from the older Chevy Silverado. So if you want to get navigation built in, that is an option. Now as you guys saw, it already has the backup camera too, and it has the beeping noise out back. On this side, you guys can see you have a basic setup. As far as your steering column, it is not telescoping, but you have cruise control. Here's your winch wipers, automatic headlights, 2 high, 4 low, and trailer brakes there. Also, you have your bed lights and exhaust brake is right here. And the exhaust brake works pretty good. This is gonna be for your PTO, and you have 3 auxiliaries, single climate control, and then here is the center console. You have some USBs inside of here, 12-volt power, 3 cup holders, and then storage with more 12-volt down below. And here is the storage. Now up here, you guys can see that sticker. I believe that's the gross, or excuse me, the curb weight. I think that's the curb weight of the truck, I believe. I could be wrong. But this is all hard plastic up here. You have a place for your sunglasses, LED lights for the interior, and then out back, that looks to be a 60/40 bench, and you guys see your spare tires inside of here. Let's go ahead and get this truck weighed and take it for a quick drive. I just got the truck weighed. I will show you guys the payload at the end of the video. I just want to go ahead and do the drive first and get it in a safe spot to show it because that truck stop is super busy. Oh my gosh! Shockingly, this truck is actually pretty quick on its feet. I wasn't expecting that. And the air ride, oh my gosh. I mean, you guys have seen me drive in other trucks before, right? And I think I did a video with this truck unloaded without the air ride for the cab, and it was horrible. And this aluminum bed, I mean, it's probably 800 pounds, maybe? So that's not a ton of weight. But my goodness, this truck rides amazing. If I were to do hot shot, I think I would pick this. I would pick this truck for sure. Oh my goodness, like I'm shocked. I really am shocked. It's night and day better compared to what I did last time. And you have pretty good visibility. Even though you probably can see me hitting these bumps and it looks like it's really rough, it's not bad actually. Because I can actually talk without you guys going, it doesn't sound like that, right? But yeah, the mirrors are great. Visibility, like you sit so much taller. Man, this is game over. If GM takes this truck more seriously, they really could start really getting into those hot shot talks. Because a lot of guys don't think of GM pickup trucks for this. You know, when you're running at 65 miles an hour, just under 2,000 RPMs, that is amazing. Now, I do know that there's different Allison transmission gearings you can get. So, when it comes down to it, there's so many choices. There's so many different axle choices. I mean, you can go crazy on these trucks. I'm going about, let's see, 70 miles an hour puts you right at 1,900 RPMs. Let's go ahead and turn on that exhaust brake. You know we got to try that out. Man, this truck feels really good. It's like a semi truck, sort of. And when you accelerate, going up a little bit of a grade, you know, this feels a little bit faster than the F550s. Now those trucks have 930 pound-feet of torque. Although they only have 330 horsepower, this has 350, so maybe that's why that 20 extra horsepower is making a difference, because I know this truck's heavier. I know it is. All right, here's exhaust brake. Okay, let's put it in tow haul mode. I'm gonna get up to about 75 now. It's nice and straight too. Like, I don't feel like it's hard to keep this in the lanes. Now, it does seem bigger also, like, so it sits taller, but it does feel bigger compared to the competition too. And it is bigger actually when you think about it. So here, exhaust brake. Oh yeah, it's working. Man, if they could just give you just an LT or LTZ interior, I think this would be a home run. I mean, the vinyl seats, they're hot. It's 100 degrees right now. See right there? It's 100 degrees outside. But if you don't care about the simplicity, like, this is very simple. If you don't care about that, this is the truck for you. I mean, this is great. Man, this is so comfortable. Now the racks that drop down to the side, you can kind of hear them rattling out back, I will say. But I am gonna go a little bit further down the road here, and then we'll do a U-turn, and I might do a 0 to 60 because I think this truck is faster than the F550s. Here's the spec sheet for the Monroe bed, and you guys can see the size of it right here, and then just gives you some of the other specs. Now just be sure to pause it. And then here's just a few things at the very top. This was a 84-inch cab to axle truck. I didn't mention that in the video. And then here's the wheelbase. And then down below, you kind of can see some of the specs for that air ride suspension too. Here we go. So it's not as fast as the Ford F550 Power Stroke. It seems like it is, but maybe from like 50 to like 70 it is. But from a dig, no. And that's because that Ford has just a lot deeper gears, for sure. Now you guys can see the transmission temperature right there. And I'm sure you guys like to see where we are for fuel economy. So that's gonna be right here, 12.1. And we've only driven 10 miles. So we should be back in about 5 or so minutes to the dealership. 14 MPG. That is not bad. We drove, let's see, 22 miles. I went a little bit further because I missed my turn. So here are the numbers on the CAT scale. So 6,020 pounds was the steer axle. That is including myself in there. And then drive axle is 4,760. And then all in gross vehicle weight is 10,780 pounds. Here are the gross axle ratings for the truck. Up front, 7,500 pounds. The rear is 13,500. And then gross vehicle weight ratings will be 19,500 pounds. Insane. All in payload will be 8,720 pounds. And that's obviously subtracting the gross vehicle weight on that yellow sticker from that 19,500. As far as towing capacity goes, that's a gray area on these trucks, because these trucks are really built for payload. Now, I've had people tell me, because people have gotten mad at me for saying these trucks aren't for towing. I've had guys tell me they've towed 30,000 pounds plus with these trucks. As you guys see the ratings on those beds, that's what they tow. And they say they have no problem. So that's not me. That's just what other people have said. So I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just saying, you know, hey, this truck probably won't notice much of 15,000 pounds, but 30,000, that's a lot of weight. But I hope you guys liked the video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. This truck is available here at Jerry Seiner. Ask for Gary. See you guys soon.